The Cathedral of St. Vitus. And there it is. Okay, there, built in the 1400s and then renovated throughout the centuries. Quite a spectacular cathedral here. I am within the castle walls of Prague Castle, stretching other side of these buildings, which originally began to be built in 870 AD, so the 9th century, almost 1200 years old, which has been built up over the past, more than 1,000 years. It wasn't actually completed until 1929. The entire, castle complex here, and it has been the royal family residence and the residence of the president of Czechoslovakia and of the Czech Republic and Czechia, same country. And so in this video that I'm going to walk from the Prague Castle here to the central square of the old city. It is a ways away on the other side of the Vltava River. So I'm going to walk through the castle complex and show a bit of the castle here in the process. It is free to come into this part of the castle area. The cathedral costs 150 crowns, which is about $7.50. And then to do a proper tour of the castle itself is, I think, like $15. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get walking and show you more of Prague in the process here. Get your expensive hot dogs and various junk food here. Green beer.
Bueno, chicos, aquí detrás tenemos la Basílica de San Jorge del siglo X, y esto sí que es un estilo románico, al contrario que el gótico, en lugar de repartir bullones.
The Lobkowicz, the best museum in Prague. The Lobkowicz collection is the oldest, largest, and most intact historic family collection in the Czech Republic. But I'm not going to do a tour of the museum now. I'm going to keep on going, and here you can see, get outside the castle walls and get some amazing views of Prague. The Vltava River there, and there is the Charles Bridge that I made a video on before, and I'm going to walk across that bridge again in the course of this video and go over to the central square in the old city, which is across the river over there. Metro station right down here, which is how I got here. Walked up there, and then I will be walking back from here and show a lot of Prague along the way. It is an amazing city. And so one of the reasons that Prague has as much historical architecture as it does is because it wasn't bombed by the Nazis in World War II and destroyed like many other cities of Europe. However, there was a very tragic incident in which bombing planes, American I think, were heading for Dresden for part of the bombing campaign of Dresden in 1945, and their navigation equipment got confused because of like high winds or something like that, and they ended up in Prague instead of Dresden. And apparently Prague and Dresden look similar with a river flowing through them. Also, it was partly cloudy, and so they thought that they were at Dresden and they were actually here at Prague, and they started bombing the city thinking that it was, you know, the Nazis. And unfortunately then hundreds of people died, hundreds of buildings were destroyed, many were injured, but at least it wasn't as badly damaged as many other cities of Europe that got, you know, very demolished by the events of World War II. So you will be seeing many historical buildings hundreds of years old as I get down into the old city of Prague. And so this is the Malos metro stop, and then to get up to the castle you just go straight up there and then go left. Now time to find the Vltava River and a bridge across it. And so I think that is a bridge right there, but I want to get to the Charles Bridge because it is the most historical bridge of Prague. And here's the river up ahead here. And there's the Charles Bridge right there. Whoa, check it out, a beaver. How freaking cool is that? I don't know if I've ever seen a beaver in my life, probably in a zoo, but nice. And these swans are big. All right, keep walking over to the bridge over there. I think I got to go back up this way. And so this pub is also called Malos, the same as the subway metro station. So maybe this is the name of the neighborhood. Looks like a classic place. Original Czech cuisine. And so here's the Charles Bridge. Continuing that way into the old city. Now I just got to get up on top of it somehow. And so this is the old city continuing this way, the bridge going across the river that way. Thought I'd just give a little more of a taste of this part of the old city. This historical architecture is just so incredible. And time to walk over the bridge. And so apparently it is good luck to rub the falling man, and the image of the bridge there. The Charles Bridge was built around 1400. The oldest bridge over the Vltava River, and the only bridge over the Vltava River for a very long time, I think several centuries. That was the Friends theme. $59 Czech crowns for a half-liter of beer. That's only $3. That is not so bad. €8 for roast pork. Grilled salmon fillet, $2.50. So that is about $12. That is actually great. And some places are touristy for a reason. This is definitely one of them. Just absolutely mind-blowing back in here. Just keeps going and going. €10 for lunch. Salad, spaghetti, and pork steak. And I think that church right there is in the central square, so I'm getting close. And here's the central square of the old city. Get your pretzels and your hot wine, your sausages, and your klobasi, which maybe means sausages, but not sure. Draft beer for $63. Lots of yummy sweets. Burek. Balkan Express. Traditional Serbian specialties. And on the side of that tower is the astronomical clock, not the clock that you can actually see there. It is covered up by the scaffolding, but it is an ancient clock that shows more than just the time, but it is obscured, and so you can't actually see it right now. All right, I am ready for a tasty beer and some food. So, despite being smack in the middle of tourist mayhem here, I'm going to find a spot to take a seat. The prices aren't all that bad, all considering, and get off my feet here. And I got the Pilsner Urquell. And I ordered a fish and chips, not exactly Czech, but felt like something a little different from the pork and beef. And a cheesecake. And so the total bill there was 650 crowns. That's more than 30 bucks. But that's what you're gonna pay in Tourist Central for an amazing meal with a dessert and a beer. Certainly you can find a lot cheaper, but Prague is touristy, and for good reason. An absolutely amazing city and a lot to see here, a lot more than I showed in this video. All right, time for me to wander through this maze of historical architecture and find my room somewhere out that way. Tomorrow, Helsinki, the capital of Finland. See ya.